Be gentle with yourself. Be kind to you. That's y'all haven't really heard me say that yet, but I'm really talking to the doers, the people who don't feel appreciated for anything you do. Be gentle to yourself. You know, open up your own door, step through and say thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, kind person. And laugh and giggle at your own jokes. You may not have an audience. You may not have anybody to cheer with or for you. But I bet you $10,000 right now that if you ask everybody you know, they'll tell you that they support you, they're all for you, and all of that stuff. Because they don't know no better. Or so it seems. So, renew yourself. I'm on a different cloud this morning because I struck a milestone from a worldly standpoint that is that I appreciate, and it's one of the few times where it feels like, and I know it's a fact, that hard work is paying off. At this particular stage of a season, to still be amongst the elite in Ohio, which is one of the highest states for success in football area. I'm really happy. We're headed into week 12. And if you ask your son or grandson, what does week 12 mean? Well, they'll tell you they don't know because their season ended in week 10. And this is not being arrogant or bragging like the 15-year-old girl told me, "You arrogant." And she had a look on her face like something was purely stinking that was about me, and I never said anything or done anything, but I knew my persona, which is renewed because I renewed myself, is starting to come through. And if a 15-year-old who don't know me can make an assessment and have a stank look on her face, says that, I feel like I'm cooking with grease. But reached a milestone last night. I don't know if anybody follows my tracks on Facebook and Instagram, but almost like Little Red Riding Hood or somebody who leaves breadcrumbs as a trail. Not that anybody cares about me or what I'm going through, but I do think if you pay attention to the mission and the message and the lessons and things that I'm leaving for not only this generation but future generations to come, 3,000s plus, they'll see the lesson And it's all about trying to zoom you into being prepared for what the earth is offering. Now, I know the younger kids feel like they invented something. 15-year-old kids right now, they invented marijuana. Now, if you over 15, you might laugh at that because you smoke marijuana yourself. So for a 15-year-old who literally believes with all of these people who are using drugs, drinking, sex escapades, whatever age you are and whatever you're doing, individuals feel like they invented something. That is very far from the truth. So all I'm doing is renovating like an old house, rehabbing stories to try to prepare the people who haven't physically or mentally or spiritually been through the rent cycle. So the rent cycle, for anybody who has ever washed clothes, and most of y'all don't know anything about washing. One, because y'all clothes is dirty still as you wear them. I'm talking about everybody now. I'm back off of certain people. But because your clothes is dirty. Mine's too. Because our clothes are dirty. We don't know much about cleaning. And so to go into the rinse cycle is to cleanse thyself of your unjust or wrongdoings inside of you. The things that you feel bad about, just forgive yourself. Because you're going to need you in whatever you're trying to do or wherever you're trying to go. For even the people that like to use drugs, you still gonna need yourself to be able to wrap that plastic cord or whatever around your bicep, try to squeeze it and see if you can make a vein pop up so that you can utilize that vein to reach that feeling. Oh yeah, it's in your blood. Oh yeah, you got that feeling. Oh yeah, you using drugs. Oh yeah, and you invented. Oh yeah, invented drugs. Oh yeah, and you the first person. Oh yeah, who ever used them. And that rap was dumb. The whole concept is dumb. It's raining cats and dogs out here, and it has been for the past couple of days. So this is a different form of a rent cycle. So forgive yourself. Cleanse yourself. Love yourself. This is a public address announcement. That's what this is. This is a public address announcement to tell somebody, you know, wake up everybody, tell yourself you in love. You only love yourself and above. Nobody understands the reasons that you live. They don't care nothing about you or your kids. The world won't get no better. I forgot who made that. That's a great song. Somebody help me. Send me a text. Who made that? As y'all see, I just be blurting out stuff. Pops in my brain. Maybe I am weird and crazy. It just came out of nowhere. But send me a text. Let me know. A comment who made that song so I can give them that credit, shout out. But if this is something to hold hands and like, we are the world, we are the future. I know that's Michael Jackson and a lot of other people holding hands in the studio. I don't know if Michael McDonald was in there, maybe even Ronald McDonald, but nonetheless, I get what they was trying to say. And maybe the world is a better place. But, so this is another romper room presentation. Blues Clues. For those of you that had kids that you took care of, you sit down and watch cartoons with. Adore the Explorer. Y'all adore the Explorer. Y'all ain't spend no time with no kids. I don't want to hear it. Y'all know who SpongeBob is? SpongeBob SquarePants, Patrick. What's that squirrel's name? I forgot her name. She wear like this. Sometimes she wear a hockey mask, look like Jason Voorhees. But anyway, rent cycle. Clothes in there, dirty clothes, wash them. A rent cycle is like using Arnold Schwarzenegger or Lex Luger or something to squeeze them out. Try to make your clothes dry so you can wear them. Look presentable. Rent cycle. Rinsing your mind out. See if you can flush any kind of negative thoughts that you have about yourself. And that's all you need to do. You can have negative thoughts about other people. Just don't have them about yourself. So sit down and eat you some popcorn. Get you a stadium hot dog with mustard, ketchup, some diced onions, some chili on top of it, a long foot long. I'm in Cleveland, so you go to the Indians game. I don't even know if they sell them at the Browns game, but go to the Indians game, get you a foot long. I'm sure they do that at St. Louis. See the Cardinals play, Mets in New York, Angels in California, the Rangers in Texas, the Orioles in Baltimore, Pirates in Pittsburgh, the Expos, Toronto, right? Yeah. And Marlins in Florida. Down in Florida, they got some stuff down there. What's the yeah, okay. Well, there's a lot more teams, but the rent cycle is what I'm talking about. Being able to rinse out any negativity. Rinse it out. Take it. I don't know if you can imagine me not driving, but taking both hands and wringing out. You ever wrung anything out before? You get this to a location and maybe it's your t-shirt or something that's wet. You go in the bathroom because you got an interview that you're going to, applying for a job. You're tired of being on welfare. You're tired of trying to use your SSI check, but you never really slipped at that liquor store and hurt yourself. Now you're feeling guilty. Well, maybe not really. But wringing your shirt out, trying to get as much water out as possible to look presentable. Usually you look wrinkled, and that's not just because you old, but you look wrinkled because your shirt is trying to be rinsed out. So anytime I see a person that looks all wrinkled and torn out, I say, man, that's a person trying. That's a person striving. They trying to make things happen. I get it. I got a lot of respect for somebody whose clothes is wrinkled, whose life is wrinkled. Because I know you done been through the rent cycle. And life is squeezing, twisting, and turning you like you was some kind of grapes that they used to make wine. And you know people drunk, so somebody is crushing these grapes. And I can see you in a rent cycle. So as you get crushed, pummeled in relationship after relationship, hopefully you are building and becoming a better person so that you can get drunk on your own wine one day. That's what this is all about. So rinse yourself. Rent cycle. Going around and around. Like my man said, Ving Rhames and Baby Boy, it's a rerun to me. My shoulders is all hunched up. I'm sliding around wearing slippers in his mama's house. Talking about this is a rerun to me. You know, so everybody just stay on your P's and Q's. And what being on your P's and Q's is minding your own business. If you stay in your own lane and take care of yours, then maybe you won't get tossed in a rent cycle of life sometime, because also the rent cycle of life can be getting yourself bumped out. You talk too much for somebody to get after you. play the wood, play the anvil drums on your head or something like that. You can't survive that. But this is the rinse cycle. I'm gonna let it go at this point. So the rinse cycle, remember, wring yourself out, forgive yourself, love yourself, and then you will ultimately display those characteristics to the other people in the world, and we'll have a much better place to live in. So this is a public announcement coming from Motell Granite, aka I Do Tree Lap, / bugs, and anything else you want to call me that's positive or negative. Cold Crown is the channel, KOLDKROWN. Please subscribe. Please click on one of those gray boxes, thumbs up or thumbs down. Scroll to the bottom and make a comment. You enjoy the rest of your day. It is early in the morning. I'm a woodpecker. I got stuff to do. Champions again. Champions in my conference. I'm excited about it. Time to go to work. Saturday morning. Peace.